everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be doing something that a lot of bikers would probably call sacrilege, which to me, as a firm believer that I absolutely do not need a car in order to get by, this is just another one of those things where smart planning really makes all the difference in the world. So to give you guys a little bit of background, I'm busy working on a project at the moment where I'm creating a knotting board for my scout troop as part of my warrant to being an adult or to be a warranted adult scouter. But the only problem is, I don't have any wood that I can use in order to do this knotting board. So I've had to purchase a sheet of shutterfly. Now the only downside with buying a sheet of shutterfly is, as you know, it's 2.4 meters by 1.2 meters. It's actually 2440 by 1220 millimeters, so which is a lot bigger than a motorbike. In fact, the motorbike could comfortably park on top of the board and have space to spare. So I have to get the entire board cut up into a suitable size for me to put it on the motorcycle. Now, the idea with this particular knotting board is that in a week's time, I'm going to get on the motorbike and ride about 50-ish Ks to a campsite where we'll be having our assignment. This particular knot board, or this knotting board in particular, will be assessed by the trainers or the instructors, whatever you want to call them. And well, I can't take a full-size knotting board with me because I'll already be loaded up with kit and. So part of the challenge with this knotting board is I have to come up with a what is the word? An engineered, something intuitive, something that is very cleverly designed in order for me to, one, have it be big enough to actually meet the requirements of a standard knotting board, you know. The idea is that it'll teach scouts how to do their knots and give them something to practice some of their knots on. So it has to be fairly big. It can't be a small little thing because then it doesn't serve its purpose. And two, it has to be portable on the motorbike, and that means it has to be smaller than the size of my PAX frame, which makes it quite limited. So I'm actually taking this folding approach in order to fold this thing up and take it with me. So it's going to be a little bit, not much of an engineering challenge, but it's just something that I had to do a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking. And so I've got this entire sheet of plywood, this entire 1220 by 2440 millimeter sheet of shutterfly, and they're cutting it down all to the same uniform size for me with some offcuts so that I can make use of this board. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to transport the entire thing on my motorbike, and so I wanted to give you like this little bit of an intro that shows, hey, I'm about to do something that you won't see a biker doing every day. Certainly not the bikers that I ride with. But that's just who I am. I make a plan, I do what has to be done in order to do whatever I'm trying to get done. So, you know, it's, yeah, call it sacrilege if you want, but this is kind of just me and my mindset is I make a plan. This is like the South African way. So we're just gonna do it. There it is. My memory serves me well.
Hy sal nie. Jy gaan dalk net wheelie.
Net so bietjie. Maar is nie so swaar nie, so.
Okie dokie. That's us, all loaded up. It's not really that sketch. Feels a little bit heavy, but it's only a single plywood sheet, so you know, it's not that heavy. It's not uncontrollable. Maybe like having half a passenger on the back. Really not that bad. So I must give you guys an idea. Like, this isn't the first time I've carried something somewhat strange on the back of my bike. A couple of months ago, actually about a month ago, one of the Helderberg bikers was like, "Hey, who's looking for an old oil drum? We've got one that's sitting at the shop. It's empty. You can come and collect it." And I was like, "What's the size?" I was quite keen, and so he's like, "Yeah, you just got to come to this undisclosed car dealership and come pick it up, because we won't transport it for you. It's got a dent and it was driven into by one of their forklifts or whatever, and so they can't repurpose it." So I asked him, "Okay, well, it's a free oil drum, and I'm actually looking for an oil drum for a project around the house. So yeah, if not, why not?" And the oak says to me, "So how are you going to collect it?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll just put it on the back of the bike." And they were like, no, seriously, we'll organize your bucky." And I'm like, "No, dude, you don't know me. I'll come pick it up." And needless to say, here's a photo of me carrying the barrel. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not in a cage. Oh, so I mean, like, I'm pretty gutsy. Like, I'm not going to say to you guys that I don't take some chances with the bike. I like to believe that the motorcycle is as utilitarian as you make it to be. It all depends on your ability to make a plan and to think a little bit out of the box, as you can see. So here we go, carrying about a board's worth of wood on the back of the bike, no problems. Simply because I planned it out a little bit ahead of time, and yeah, happy days, yo. So yeah, I'm going to do this whole board for the scouts, and just, it's going to be quite a cool activity. And I really just, I wanted to share this video to show you, Oaks, that I might be a little bit, I might have a little bit of a screw loose in my head, you know, tying a big board of wood onto the back of my bike. But it's in no way unmanageable. I mean, I'm still lane splitting quite comfortably through this traffic. So it's a little bit like just having a passenger on the back of the bike, if I'm dead honest with you. The only difference is this passenger's pushing me a little bit forward. But nothing too serious that I can't seem to handle. Thanks, buddy. You know, just cruising, taking it easy, having a good afternoon's ride. Still lane splitting, because I can't deal with traffic. Like, who would? That barrel that I carried, that kind of sucked. I couldn't carry the barrel and lane split. It was way too wide. The barrel was huge. Oh, cages on cell phones. Yellow lane driving. Ismos what it ismos. Let's see if I can turn heads of this GS rider. Let's see. I don't know if he did a double take. There we are, cruising again. Let's do this. Guys, I don't know what else to say, what more to say about this video. It really was just a, hey look, I'm kind of stupid and I do what I do, and there's pretty much nothing is impossible, so that's kind of the positivity I want to share in this video, is that there is nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. These guys look like they're sorted over here. Yeah, there's nothing you can't do if you don't put your, there's nothing you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. It's just a can-do, determined attitude, and you can pretty much accomplish anything. So with that kind of thought, I want to leave you guys here today with that in mind, and just remember, guys, whatever life is throwing at you, don't look down, look ahead, and until next time, ride safe.